Hey VC, what's up, guys? Got some cool new stuff to show you. Uh, Went vinyl shopping a couple times, a couple thrift stores, um, and a special album got sent to me by one of my friends. So first off, I'm gonna show what we're listening to tonight. What the fuck? Um, Black and Blue, Nasty Nasty. This album was, I think, the second album by this band. You guys know the most famous person in this band now is probably Tommy Thayer of Kiss. He was the lead guitarist right there. And then also Jamie St. James is the singer of this band. I got a really nice promo copy. Found this at like Salvation Army type thing for 50 cents. So I'm very happy for that. And I got this a while ago. I probably showed it, but that's a kick-ass album. Produced by Gene Simmons of Kiss, if you didn't know. Oh, and also someone commented before and said, "Why do I always wear this shirt?" I like this shirt. I wash it. Yeah. All right. First off, I consider this a grail. I've been looking for this album as long as I've collected vinyl. Never found it anywhere. Everyone claims they don't have it. They don't like this band. And my buddy Chad in Texas noticed that I commented about it and said, "Hey, I can get my hands on one. You want to do a trade?" And I said, "Yeah." Chad, you're the man. Winger's self-titled first album in amazing shape. This album kicks ass. I showed it on the Facebook page the other day. Chad, I owe you so much, man. This is definitely a grail for me. One of my favorite albums of the 80s. I mean, these guys kick so much ass. Their guitarist was so good. And I mean, Kip Winger wasn't that bad a bass player. Everybody, my friend Cody always calls him David Hasselhoff. Cody. Anyway, that's my grail for what I got so far. I kind of have another one, but it's not as big as that. Chad, you're awesome. I was talking earlier on the Facebook page, and Derek even commented, I'm not a big early Genesis fan. I'm not a big Peter Gabriel fan. I've always tried to like him, couldn't get into him. Today when I was at a secondhand store, Laz finds a lot of stuff there. Found his Peter Gabriel Genesis stuff. This must have been left over. But it was 80s Peter Gabriel. Never heard this album before. Picked it up, said, "Hey, why not? A couple bucks. I'll see if I like it. It's in good shape." And this is I don't even know the name of this album actually. It has Shock the Monkey on it, which is good. And I actually really enjoyed this more than the other. I'd heard earlier Peter Gabriel, and this had a lot of samples. It was really 80s sounding, and it really mixed really well. Yeah, really enjoyed this actually. So I'll be looking to more 80s Peter Gabriel. Then I'll try to go back to the earlier stuff and the earlier Genesis. Laz told me it's an acquired taste, but we'll see. I'm not giving up on it. This was a great album. This next one, I already had a copy, but it skipped on the first couple tracks. It wasn't in good shape. Got it for $1. So I put out a couple bucks and got a really good copy, and I love this album. Gamma 1, Ronnie Matros on guitar. This album is in my top 5 albums right now that I've been listening to. I've played this 10 times since I bought it. I'm not kidding. And I bought it like a week and a half ago. This album, the first 2 tracks alone. Get this if you haven't. I'm still looking for 2 and 3. I haven't heard them, so if anybody has 2 and 3 and wants to send them to me, no, I'll find them. But Gamma 1, it's really great. This next one, when this band came out with it, they lost a lot of their early fans of this album. But I always thought it was good, but I always wanted to hear it on vinyl. It had that kind of feel to it. But got it for $14 at my local store. And Green Day, 21st Century Breakdown. And this is in my top couple Green Day albums now. This album was really good. You hear a lot more of everything when it's on vinyl. It's a really cool gatefold. I mean, if you're into like modern, kind of rock and roll modern sound, if you like any of Green Day's new stuff, get this. It's really good. Came with this cool lyric sheet, so it looks like it's taped together from all the lyrics. Free digital download in it of the album. Really recommend this. I'm actually going to go ahead and try to pre-order their new trio of albums that are coming out on vinyl, so hopefully that won't cost too much. So right here. Found this one at a little store in Petaluma. Dwayne had just hit it the weekend before, so it's called the good stuff. But I managed to find this. Never heard of them before. Airborne, not the new AC/DC ripoff, but still good. Still like them. Yeah, there's new Airborne going around that sounds just like AC/DC. If you haven't heard them, check them out. Look up No Way by the Hard Way. No Way But the Hard Way. That's my favorite song by them. This one just 78, I think 79. Hard rock, kind of Journey, Styx-ish. More just straight ahead rock and roll, but it's a promo copy. Got it for a couple bucks, and I love finding out bands that I've never heard before. And great shape. I mean, there's nothing that special about them, but they're solid. Too bad the music industry doesn't have room for every band that makes a good album. You have to have something super unique about you. But this has always been one of my favorite pop, 80s metal, rock albums. I wouldn't call them metal, really. They're more like Loverboy, but I said Sister Christian, and You Can Still Rock in America, which is my favorite Night Ranger track, aside from Don't Tell Me You Love Me. But Midnight Madness. Everybody knows that album, probably. This is almost completing my Van Halen collection. This is Women and Children First. Got this at that Petaluma store for, I think, $3. But, I mean, you guys know what you're getting with early Van Halen. This, the hit off this one, I think, was In the Cradle Will Rock. I don't think they had anything else that was really too, that went that big off it. But I still need Fair Warning, which my friend Cody got a copy of, and I haven't seen a copy since. And I also need OU812. And then I think my Van Halen's almost done. Got this actually on Soundtrack Sunday. And I played it before I knew it was Soundtrack Sunday. Beverly Hills Cop. And then I forget who showed it, but someone else showed this before I could post mine. But Axel F, and it's just a great 80s dance electronic album. I mean, not too electronic, but Danny Elfman's on it, so that with Axel F, you know what you're getting. Yeah. And you guys have seen the movie. You guys looked through it. Most of you. Getting old. Sorry. My friend Logan Powell, he was down in San Diego, and they actually stopped by Amoeba in LA. And on the way back from Amoeba, they stopped by a flea market, and a guy had a bunch of records for sale. And he calls me up and he says, "Hey, I just found a copy of Rage for Order by Queensryche. $4. Do you want it?" I said, "Yeah." So he grabbed that for me. I'm really excited. I had a copy of this, which let me actually dig out real fast. Sorry about that, but this is my copy. It came with a different Queensryche thing I'd gotten off eBay. And It wasn't the album that the album I ordered was in there, but this was also in the inner sleeve, and it was just the inner sleeve and the disc from the album in pretty good shape. But it always bugged me that it wasn't complete. But I'll be giving this to my friend Cody, who loves Queensryche, and he's been wanting this album, so this is his. But I just took one of these DJ single sleeves and put it in there. But with that out of the way now, and my new copy, this is going to be awesome. I love the cover art too. Queensryche's always had a lot of fun with the cover art. Alright. This next one was the other one I considered a possible grail. I had to order this offline because I've been waiting for it to show up in the comedy or metal section in my record store. Never did. But Steel Panther's first album, Feel of Steel. Here's the back. I loved this album when it came out. I couldn't get enough of it, but the second album is just so much better in my opinion. There's little self-bios, band dude, and it's hilarious. You'll probably find it online, you guys can read it. And the funny thing is, it was $15, and I didn't want to shell out the extra for the colored vinyl copy. It was $25, I think, for the colored vinyl, and I just, you don't see it as much, and $10 extra is a lot. But paid the $15, and they sent me the colored vinyl. Pink vinyl. Anybody? And I love that label, too. Look at that label. It's a panther, I think. Could be some other cat. I don't know. So that is a grail for me because that album has been awesome to listen to since 2008 or whenever it came out. Always, I don't know, I like the other one a lot. We'll see if this one fights back now that I listened to it a ton on vinyl. Got this today and haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. Cheap Trick, Dream Police. Rick Nielsen. Always, I mean, it must have been hilarious being in a band with Rick Nielsen. Can't imagine a moment when he wasn't just, I mean, even on the front, look at his face. And then you go on the inside, it's got all the band members. I'll just pan across this. And they're on the bottom too, looking at themselves. But I've heard the song before, haven't heard this album, so high hopes for that. And then I got this today too. It's a 10-inch Cheap Trick. Found all the parts. It's got a song from 76, 77, 78, and 79. Here's the back. Here's the songs that are on it. Day Tripper, Can't Hold On, Such a Good Girl, and Take Me, I'm Yours. So that was cool. First 10-inch in my collection. Really good on Epic. I gave my friend Cody this album when I wasn't really... I found it on a garage sale when I first started collecting vinyl when I wasn't really serious about it. And I gave it to him for free, or cheap or something like that. But I'd always regretted it because I heard it like a week after and I was like, no way, that's what that was? Well, I went out and got a decent copy. Montrose, self-titled, Sammy Hagar. Look at Sammy Hagar. But yeah, this album is, you must have this. If you're a fan of hard rock, listen to Montrose. Ronnie Montrose eventually formed Gamma, but this was, that just blows you away. I think Sammy Hagar called him the American Led Zeppelin. And if you compare them, my friend Cody said you can't compare them. I'd pick Montrose, but then again, I'm not the biggest Zeppelin fan. Yeah. So, the last thing I got, and this is in the worst condition. Mostly it's just ringware though. Everything else is really smooth and decent. But it was in the dollar bin. And that is Styx Crystal Ball. And I don't know, I don't think these are very rare, but limited gold vinyl edition. Let's see if I can get a shot of that. I can't tell where the freaking camera is. There. Oh, upside down. Anyway, it says limited edition gold vinyl. So I go to open it up and I'm like, okay. Let's see this. It's in the dollar bin, not very high hopes. It's gonna be scratched. Mint shape. Look at that. It's more, I mean, it's more gold in person. It looks really yellow on the camera, but first piece of gold vinyl I have, and I'll find a better cover one day and switch them out. But this is mint, and I mean, you get it for the music anyway. But and I haven't heard this album, so hopefully it's pretty good. I'm trying to see what year it is. I never actually looked. Yeah. So that's all my albums that I got. But then if you guys are a subscriber of my friend Ryan, if you guys want to look him up, his name is Laid Back and Be Easy. Last part is B-E-Z, the letters. The rest of it's spelled out. But we were looking around at this other store, and he grabbed a copy of Toto, and I finally decided to go out on some things I've been eyeing for a while, and that is I don't have a lot, but I'm a really big fan of classical music. I like it all. I haven't really found a composer that I don't like. And I found these box sets about 3 months ago, and I just always been too hesitant to get them. But finally went out for them because they lowered the price. And it's a Time Life box set series of several different composers. And there's 6 that I got, but there's 20 in the set, and this is all they had there. But what's really cool about these, and you can see how these are pretty big, and they're really in nice condition and nicely made. It's a slide-out cover. But there's 4 discs in each set. All of them come in a poly lined sleeve, and they're all in mint. Whoever had this took careful, or was careful. And they all come with a little book. It's like a mini biography and tells you about their lives and everything. And then it goes through, and in the back it tells you about each symphony and each movement and each sonata. And it was a really cool little collection. I'll go through real fast and show you guys which ones I got. I actually only knew about Brahms and Haydn. Paul Gilbert covers the finale of Symphony Number 88, which is on here, so it was cool to listen to. But Haydn, the other one I knew, Brahms, Johannes. I'm gonna butcher these names. Oop. Let's get that to stop buzzing. Jean Sibelius, maybe. This one's, there's no way. Sergei Prokofiev. I don't even know what language that's in. Russian, German? Nah, it's not German, but maybe. I think it's Russian though. Russian. I think I've heard a Russian person say Sergei before, so I'm going with Russian. If I have any Russian people, I'm sorry if it's not Russian. Hector Berlioz. That sounded French, and I'm pretty sure that's a German name. I don't know. And the last one, this can go 2 ways, and someone correct me. Maurice Ravel? I'm going to go with Ravel. So, I said I could check out those last 4. But, I mean, there's 4 discs in each one. Each side is a little longer than the side you'd see on an album. They go right till it picks up. But that's all for me tonight. I have a contest, and I'm waiting for a couple more subscribers. I got something special I'm going to do. So, as soon as I get a couple more subscribers, I'm going to have a nice little contest. I got a cool question I'm going to ask, and you guys are going to have to participate and show some albums. But I gotta wait for the title of the contest to be set up, so I need a few more subscribers. That's it for me tonight. Gonna try to not spend some money until I go down to Berkeley, which will probably be in the next few weeks. There's a couple stores down there. And yeah, I'm just going to save up for that and try not to spend any more money. Rediscover my collection. I got some stuff I still got to listen to too. And I'm actually going to be making a cassette community video right after this, so stay tuned. You guys are interested in that. But other than that, take care, guys.